Hi, what's your name?
I'm Gail Ream.
Gail, good to know you.
It's great to meet you.
Why don't we start off and give me a little background, tell me about yourself.
Oh, I'd love to. I'm a really high energy person, Chris. I have a lot of drive and determination and full of passion to succeed. My college degree was in business administration with a marketing emphasis because I was interested in consumer behavior. And I've had a very exciting career in marketing and customer retention. Through my advertising and promotional planning background, I understand what it takes to get the customer through the door and then to keep them satisfied by creating a great customer experience.
Okay.
Because I feel it's about earning their trust and building relationships with them, because there's nothing more important than the customer. Wouldn't you agree?
Absolutely, absolutely. Nothing too good for the customer. I guess you've supervised teams, worked with people. How would you characterize your management style or your leadership style?
Those that have reported to me, Chris, have said that I'm a strong leader because I'm fair and consistent, and I clearly communicate expectations because that's how I like it done for myself. I empower them, and then I hold them accountable. I can think of several leadership awards that I received back for a company that I worked for that presented these nationally, and I received them numerous times. They were tied to performance metrics like sales plan and miscellaneous income plan, customer service, that type of thing.
Okay.
And I received it because I went above and beyond the normal day-to-day operation with the folks. I regularly coached my people. I wanted them to achieve the company goals as well as their own.
Okay.
And then, because I strive to exceed expectations, I gave them stretch goals. I raised the bar on them. And I asked them to come to me for any help they needed so I could equip them with the tools so they could achieve success. And I tried to challenge them and inspire them. And I feel a lot of the secret to that formula was rewarding them and recognizing them. And I think it's a great example of my leadership and my interpersonal skills, along with my persistence and my ability to set goals and standards.
Very good. Well, let's get specific for a second. I mean, you talked about how you work with people and how you lead people, but give me an example of where that's resulted in something that you're proud of.
Well, I'm proud of everything, most everything that I've done, Chris. But I can think of a special event that one of the companies that I worked for held, and it was to support a new store opening. So we were expecting about 500 to 700 people to see a celebrity signing, and it was a baseball player. Maybe you've heard of him, Derek Lee. He played for the Chicago Cubs. So imagine this hot, humid late afternoon in June in Chicagoland, and what we didn't anticipate were almost 1,500 customers showing up. We had families that had taken their kids out of school. They were lined up, staging a sit-in inside the store, up and down every aisle of the store, around the perimeter, out the front door, back around. You can imagine the challenge we had from a logistics kind of view, the crowd control, traffic control. So that's when the situation really got tough. And you know, what do you do to keep them all happy?
What did you do?
Well, I felt communication was the key in that situation, and I worked with the district manager of security. I coordinated efforts along with some key agency and headquarters personnel and the store staff there. And we frequently communicated with the folks that were there when Derek was going to show up. And we searched high and low for everything cold and wet we could find. We're selling sodas and water bottles out of shopping carts to try to keep all the customers happy. And we even generated some sales revenue for the store that day because they needed some baseball gloves and some baseballs to sign.
Sure.
It was really amazing.
Sitting up and down every row, you must have wanted, oh look, let's buy that, right?
Sure, it's a great forum for that. So what we did at that point was just go through the entire line, and what was amazing, it turns out that Derek Lee stayed for every one of those customers, and that's unusual in that business with the celebrities. He made each one of them feel like they were the first one, the only one in that line.
Yeah.
And I wanted every one of our customers to have a great first impression of our store and our employees and our company.
Yeah.
And I share this story with you today, Chris, because I feel it's a tremendous example of my strengths in the areas of customer service, of teamwork, and being resourceful. because I'm able to turn adverse situations around. I can employ creative solutions to resolve the problems while still keeping with policy and my own personal standards and ethics.
Okay. Well, maybe you've answered this a little bit already, but I guess if a company's got several candidates, why would you encourage them to hire you for the job?
What makes me unique is my enthusiasm and my stamina and that drive and determination I talked about, but most of all, my attitude. Previous employers would say that I'm very organized. I'm really customer focused and performance driven, of course. But Chris, what I really think it is that I'm a loyalty builder, internally and externally, with my team, my colleagues, the customer. And I engage the workforce. I empower them. I hold them accountable. And then, together, we create a great experience for the customer.
Well said. Well, Gail, I certainly appreciate your time today.
This is a wonderful opportunity for me as well. Thank you.
Thanks.